Today I fucked up by texting my pregnant wife that this isn't working. My wife posted earlier today on LA about this. Not using my main because my Phil knows it and I'm not quite ready to tell him about this. I went to work today and turned my phone off as usual. I had almost 30 missed texts and calls from my pregnant wife when I turned it on. Most of them were asking how I could do this. I had no clue what she was talking about. She didn't answer any of my calls back. I got home and she was packing up to leave. I'll admit it, I cried. A lot. Had no clue what was happening or what I did. Finally, it comes out that I texted her that I wanted a divorce. She showed me the text and I immediately realized what happened. This morning, a freestanding mirror for our bedroom was delivered. I texted her the new mirror came in. I'm going to try to put it together, but I may need your help later. I had trouble putting it together and eventually gave up. I texted her, this isn't working, and at this point I think I need to just give up. Apparently, the first text didn't go through, just the second one. So my pregnant wife panicked for a few hours while I was off thinking everything was great. She even called a divorce lawyer. Things are fine now, but she's still crying off and on. She told me we can laugh about it tomorrow. Too long didn't read, accidentally told my wife that things weren't working, she almost left me. Edit, wow, this blew up. To address a few things that came up in the comments. I usually work from home unless I need to meet with clients. I don't always tell my wife when my client meetings are, because she's usually at work anyway. That's why she didn't know I was at work yesterday. I'm not allowed to have my phone on at work until my wife is 30 weeks. If my phone goes off, I could lose my job, and our health insurance. My wife has an anxiety disorder and had to stop taking her meds because of the pregnancy. That's why she had the reaction she did. My comment about my wife being forgiving was a joke. Neither of us is mad at the other. This was just a series of misunderstandings that snowballed. We're fine. I posted this so people could laugh at our misfortune. No need to psychoanalyze my wife or PM me about divorce. We are fine. And no, we haven't put the mirror together yet. We weren't really in a home improvement mood last night. Back when my wife and I were first dating, I was able to jump onto Google Voice's beta testing. I was real excited about the voicemail transcription. She went to a routine doctor appointment and called when she was done. I let it go to VM. The transcription came in quickly, I'm dying. Call me? I freaked out and called her immediately. Within those few seconds, dozens of thoughts about what it could be and how we were going to handle it raced through my head. She answered the phone and acted like nothing was wrong. I kept pressing her to tell me what happened. The message she left was I'm done. Call me? My girlfriend, who I am living with, sent me a text saying when you get home, I have to talk to you. All she wanted to say was the hot water wasn't working. I tell you what, I was stressing so hard at work till I got the time to call her. Edit. Damn my inbox, boys and girls. 30+ notifications. Some context and details. We have been dating for 3 years at that point and living together for at least 2, so it wouldn't have been the we need a break chat, she is just bad at text messages. But there's an underlying feeling when you have had 6 breakups with other girls in the past, where she has left you, that will put you into panic mode when something like that is said. It was an easy fix as well, the breaker was tripped so she just needed to turn it back on. Reply with we surely do to set her back on my edge too for maximal performance. This is sitcom levels of misunderstanding, congratulations, lol. Yeah, but did you finish the mirror? Pregnancy hormones are a bitch. I once cried because apple juice was 30 cents more expensive than I had budgeted. Wife and I were in the grocery store. She was drinking some coffee. She handed the cup to me to finish off the last little bit. I take the coffee, you sure? Yay, I'm done with it. Okay, proceed to finish the coffee. Wife starts crying that I finished the coffee. Today I fucked up by giving my boyfriend head without locking the door. Throwaway account because obviously. My boyfriend and I are staying at his parents' house for a few days for the holidays. We got in a couple days ago, exchanged gifts, and are generally spending quality time. We're staying in his old bedroom, and last night before bed, we were both feeling frisky. I started by giving him a blowjob, but when we both started getting into it, neither of us wanted to stop, so I figured on going to completion. Unfortunately, we were both so caught up in the moment, we forgot about locking the door. So there I am on my knees, arms holding onto his sides, bobbing my head in a mad dash, getting excited from how close he is, and then suddenly the door opens. His mom comes in. I freak out and pull his dick out of my mouth, but apparently he's past the point of no return and starts spraying my face and boobs with his baby batter, giving me my first ever facial. Meanwhile, his poor mom, who was apparently just checking to make sure we had everything we needed before bed, is just staring at us with a dropped jaw. Eventually she just says, "Sorry," and backs out of the room. Anyways, it's 5:40 AM, I've barely slept last night, stressing about breakfast and any family interactions tomorrow. Too long didn't read, BF's mom walked in on him giving me my first facial. Update at 7:31 am, thanks for all the reassuring comments. My BF is convinced that she just came in and immediately left, but the image of her just standing there for a couple seconds is seared into my brain, so who knows what the truth is. Anyway, the family is all starting to wake up and head down to breakfast, but we're still hiding out in his room. More to come. Update at 8:38 am, of course my first gold is on a throwaway account. Anyways, thanks. So breakfast started off totally fine. I mean, yeah, I was super awkward around everyone, but the mom didn't say anything. That is, until I excused myself to go shower. She stopped me on the way to the bathroom and apologized for not knocking, which was super sweet, but then proceeded to follow up with a conversation on understanding how important sex is in a healthy relationship and made sure we were always being safe. It was sweet and cringy all at once. I guess we somehow bonded a bit, which is nice, Vile. Anyways, we've got one more night here, and you can be damn sure the door will be locked tonight. Update, a lot of people commenting about how the mom locked the door. Actually, I assumed she had locked the door on the way out, from the inside, not the outside. I didn't actually see her do it. I asked my BF about it, and apparently he had locked it after she left while I was cleaning. I like to think that every throwaway in this sub is actually the same person, fucking up over and over again. I saw the title, and was certain you'd end up biting your man's dick in the scramble. I like this outcome better. I wonder when the moms today I fucked up will appear here. And here I am thinking it's silly how frequently my parents knock. This morning my mum knocked and came in to talk to me. I was lying in bed on my phone. 1 minute after she leaves, she knocks again, and waits for me to tell her to come in. It seemed ridiculous at the time, but I guess it's better than this, smiley face. This mama does not want to see you beating it. Well, one thing is for sure, mom won't come in without knocking ever again. So in the morning let them say something about it, as you did nothing wrong. Today I fucked up by realizing that my ceiling fan has been making my bedroom a sauna for 11 years. I've been living in this house for the past 11 years. In my bedroom there's a ceiling fan that I always have on to try and make my room colder. My room has always been insanely hot compared to the rest of the house, and I never understood why. Flash forward to today when I'm talking to a friend that said they found out their fan can switch directions to heat the room in the winter. I immediately realized my fuck up. When I got home I took a closer look at the fan, and hiding by the light is a little black switch. I hit the switch and what do you know, my room is about 10 degrees colder in minutes. I've been sleeping in a sauna for the past 11 years and had no idea. Every day in the summer waking up sweaty was because of a tiny black switch. Too long didn't read, my ceiling fan has been spinning the wrong direction and heating my room for 11 sweaty years. LPT, clean the fan blades before having the fan change directions. Nah. Your fan sucks, but you just found out it also blows. It doesn't heat the room, per se. One direction pulls air up from the floor and the other blows down. Both will keep the air circulating. The one that blows air down will make you feel cooler because it's blowing air directly onto you, like a fan? To clarify, the point of winter mode is not to pull air up from the floor, but to push the air on the ceiling down the walls. Since heat rises, the warmest air in the room sits against the ceiling. It's effectively wasted because we don't live our lives on the ceiling, unless you have a bunk bed. Your thermostat keeps trying to add heat to the room because it doesn't know there's all this wasted heat above it. You want to push that warm air down to mix with the cool air below so, A, you're warmer, and, B, your thermostat doesn't turn on the heat as often. But you don't want the fan to push air down the way it does in the summer because the breeze against your skin would make you feel cold. What winter mode does is reverse the fan direction, forcing the warm air to travel along the ceiling and down the walls. That way you're still mixing the warm air down where you live, but you're not blowing it directly on you in a way that will make you cold. I didn't even know this was a thing. Other time to consider it is if the fan is over a dining area, you might want it blowing upwards regardless of season so your food doesn't cool off too fast. The direction the fan spins does not change the temperature in the room. It's merely that direct airflow from downdraft feels cooler on the skin.